What's up everyone? Welcome back to Capital Finance. Our previous videos talk about investments and how to create passive income. It was a bit technical, but now let's talk about something different. We can better navigate our life's journey by broadening our horizons and learning about new subjects. Educating ourselves on new concepts and principles has never been easier than it is now. For the most part, people get their information through books. Do you know anyone who's a bookworm? Someone who can read 2 to 3 books in a week without failure? How are they doing this? It all goes down to maximizing your reading efficiency. However, there is an issue with this. Most books out there contain no useful information at all. In fact, you don't even need to read all of them. You may opt to read them, but learning is minimal. If you're not a massive fan of reading, there's no need to bother because practically all these books talk about the same things over and over again. Occasionally, it appears that they've just ripped off one another. There are times that you won't even encounter new ideas when reading a book. To be honest, it's a complete waste of time. As a result, I've decided to spare you some time by outlining exactly what you need to read. These 5 books are all you'll ever need to read in your life. As someone who has spent the better part of the last 7 to 8 years reading hundreds of books on a wide range of topics, I'm not exaggerating when I say that I'm not the most qualified person in the world to talk about this. And I believe that everything I've read can be neatly condensed into these 5 books because they don't only give information. They also provide guidance on how to put it into practice into the real world. After reading the book, you may immediately use what you've learned. If you don't go through with reading these books, your life will be miserable because you're going to waste a lot of time on things you might have avoided. Since I've already given you some background information, I'll go right into the first one. There is a perfect reason why Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the most impactful book in my life. This book transformed my perspective on money and prosperity to a new level. I've always been fascinated by the idea of using money as a master fuel. But before I read this book, I had no idea how to get there. Why? Because it gave me an idea of how I could go about doing it. This book won't tell you that you'll make a lot of money if you do this. Instead, this book will help you change your mindset, how you think about money, your job, etc. The fact that I'm speaking from personal experience means that many of you may object, saying things like, "Please, don't lecture me about mentality. I want a direct action, and my head is tired of these worthless mindset books." Once your perspective on money shifts, you'll never look for another job again since you'll have achieved financial independence. As a result, reading these books more than once is necessary if you want to grasp the concepts presented in them. It's best if you get to know them well since, like it or not, money is a significant part of our lives. You must read this book if you're serious about being financially free. Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power is a classic. This book has had a significant influence on my life. Many individuals have an unfavorable opinion of this book, and I'm one of them. As a matter of fact, some individuals even consider this book to be negative. Yet, nonetheless, this is the finest book on social intelligence ever produced. Everything you need to know about dealing with people, making them like you, respecting your job, and admiring you will be covered in this book. This book will teach you everything you need to know about how to get a product and sell it, get people to like you, negotiate, and so on. Many people might say that business books are more important than this one. There is a wide range of lessons to be learned from this book that isn't only about business and how to interact with others. Mastery by Robert Greene is the 3rd book on the list. There are no other books like it. A lack of clarity about one's life's purpose can cause confusion. In that case, this is the book you need to read. It will instruct you on how to discover and cultivate your passion. To attain success, we all need to master a specific skill or skill sets. Many people lose their enthusiasm for pursuing a goal they're passionate about when they begin working toward it, but seeing little progress is demoralizing. And you're going to learn both why and how not to do it in this book. If you just read one book from this list, make it this one. And these 3 books will assist you in achieving the level of success you want. In today's world, it's all about money and popularity, the type of accomplishment that motivates us. Seeing it in others inspires us, and we hope to achieve the same for ourselves. However, there is another form of success that is far more significant than the worldly one: personal contentment. Think about it. What is the ultimate purpose of life? Financial freedom? Becoming an expert in what you do? To be in a strong relationship? So what's the objective? It's as simple as that. Joy. Successful people enjoy their lives and have a positive outlook on life. Everything in life boils down to this, doesn't it? Moreover, you don't need money or anything else to be happy. Even if you had unlimited resources, you might not be contented. This may make no sense at all to some of you. And for this reason, I'd like to recommend 2 books to you. The books I'm going to discuss are of a spiritual nature, and I believe they are considerably more essential than the previous 3. First is Mindfulness for Beginners by Jon Kabat-Zinn. If you're looking for an easy-to-read, practical, and concise guide to conquering negative emotions, this book is just what you are looking for. There is a wealth of information in this book to assist us in moving towards a more expansive and loving relationship with ourselves and the world in the here and now. Seneca's On the Shortness of Life is the last book you should read. It will fundamentally alter your outlook on life. When you finish reading this book, you'll be able to appreciate all of the tiny things in your life in new ways. The fact that you wake up in the morning is one example. What's the likelihood you've ever noticed that your body automatically wakes itself up in the morning? Although it may seem like a small detail, we cannot live without doing it. As a result of reading this book, you will have a greater appreciation for the preciousness of time and life. Your turn to tell me what you think of this list. And which book is your favorite? Let me know by commenting below. Again, make time to read even just one of these books. They're literally life changers. Don't hesitate to click the subscribe button to follow. I'll see you in the next video.